With Luke Taylor, and it's your host, it's Luke Taylor.
Thank you all so much for coming out to episode 2 of Good Talk. I am your host, Luke Taylor. Behind me, of course, is Maya Sharma, my co-host, and behind her is Elijah and the Conservative Boys, Good Talk's house band. We've got a great show lined up tonight. First, we'll be interviewing Tanya, Tran, and Shelby, Lorman of the Oberlin Grape to talk about the Grape. Give it up for them. And then we've got Taylor Greenthal, who is a director at Oberlin, who has a show going up in the Little Theater next week entitled I'm Alive, You Bastards, and I Always Will Be. And finally, a singer by the name of Megan Orticelli, who has a recital coming up in 2 days in Kulas, I think it's pronounced. So we had a fundraiser last weekend, and we made a lot of money. So thank you for coming to that, and thank you for supporting us. We covered a lot of the costs of this show, which have been many. There are some costs yet to cover, namely the payment and compensation of Good Talk's team, cast, and crew. Now, of course, this is a volunteer-based show, so we will not be paying them money. It'd be absurd for them to think otherwise. But behind me is a make-your-own beer kit. Now, this was gifted to me from a neighbor 2 years ago on Christmas, which is a weird gift to get from a neighbor. I'd like to invite Reed McCoy on the stage. This is Good Talk's resident beer expert. So what we're gonna do, the idea is that though we can't pay the band, we can make them beer. Now, if you notice, this is not a big keg. It's also plastic. It doesn't hold a lot, but we're thinking that if the beer is so good that even one sip will satisfy multiple months of hard work. So, yeah, let's.
Do you guys know how to make beer? Is that in your repertoire?
We are passionate about beer.
We like it. We've drank it before.
Here.
We're connoisseurs of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how long it takes to make beer first?
I've heard, I've read, it can take up to 6 months, or 6 weeks.
Better.
And that 6 weeks is about, 6 weeks is about how long we have to do
The show.
Right.
So you see what we're thinking.
So we're thinking we're just gonna make it.
We're gonna make it and we're gonna taste it. But we're gonna taste it at the end, but the thing about beer is that it's an art. It's not a science.
Right.
A lot of people think it's a science. It's not a science, it's an art.
Common misconception.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try it right after we make it. You see?
Well, then it's not. Is it going to be beer?
You know, beer is relative.
It's a relative term.
Really, like,
Maya.
you know,
Okay.
no one has ever really tried.
Why don't we just get started?
Yeah.
So first, Reed, I'm going to ask you to add the yeast.
Okay.
Now that's a germinating yeast culture, and if you don't know, yeast eats up the sugar in pre-beer, and it turns into alcohol over time.
Yeah.
Okay, that
And
sounds kind of
instantly,
true.
we hope. Then I'm going to ask, we've got 2 types of hops that this beer kit came with. That's the Aztec Cerveza and the Grand Bohemian Pilsner. Now, I'm going to say we're going to go with the Cerveza because that's my personal choice, and this is my show.
Okay.
So,
Luke Taylor's show,
Reed's
everyone.
just gonna pour that in there. See what we got next. Yeah,
That is some hops.
it will be good
Putting in the
though.
whole thing.
Yeah,
All of the hops.
all the hops. Then second to last is a lemon. It doesn't really call for that in the instructions. I just like the taste of citrus. I was gonna cut it up, but okay.
There's
And it's-
the sticker's still on that.
Yeah, that's flavor.
Yeah.
And then finally, water, which is, as everyone knows, the main ingredient of life.
Yeah.
So we're just going to add all that in there together. Reed, I'm going to ask that you take this, you give it a shake, a hearty shake, get that all mixed together. Let's make sure that's tight. And while he's doing that, I'm going to invite up one of the conservative boys himself, Jake Abramson, everybody. Spilling a little bit. So, Jake, you're going to be our beer taster tonight. Would you say that you like beer?
I do like beer.
You do like beer. Would you
Yes.
say that you've drinking a lot of beer?
A fair amount.
A fair amount of.
Could you
Fair amount.
identify beer by its taste?
I think I could.
You
I
think you
probably
could? All right. Is that
It's
adequate?
been shaken.
Okay. Thinking I need to tip that on your side.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So how is it?
Yeah, it's really not good.
It's not good. But
But
is it beer?
Yeah, I don't think so. You
It's not beer, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll bring this back next week to check on the status of the beer and see if it is in fact beer. Now, I'd like to invite for our first interview of the night, Tanya, Tran, and Shelby Lorman of the Oberlin Grape, everybody. Sorry, I was thirsty.
I think you're using this guy.
I think you're... Are we good?
I don't know, are we?
Talk some words.
Hello.
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 Yeah,
Hello.
I think so.
Yeah?
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 Okay, let's do it.
Wait. We have a present.
Oh, it's a grape.
Oh my god. And it's been in my pocket for like 20 minutes,
I'm-
so you're
oh.
welcome.
Put that there. All right. So, you guys, you are the editors in chief of the Grape as of this semester.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us have heard the Grape has kind of undergone some changes.
I don't know, has it?
I'm asking the questions, Tanya. I would say in of what I can gather is that it seems like you guys are trying to add more of a bit of a political element to it, maybe more so than last year.
I think that we would categorize that as getting content that is better written.
Okay.
And I think in a lot of sense that means outreaching to people who have a more political bent. I don't think that we're trying to categorize it as like moving in a specific direction as much as just trying to make it the best publication we can.
For sure. Well, how do you see the last 2 papers? I mean, like, have you seen a change, would you say, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think something that I've been thinking about a lot too is that like younger students who are seeing this paper are maybe they've been hearing that it's different or more political, which I would say actually like I would want to see it in a more political direction. But man, where am I going right now? I'm already losing my train of thought. No, but okay. So like last year, I think that a lot has already changed within like from semester to semester. And I think what was it last fall when that really inappropriate crossword was out?
Right.
That was not that long ago.
Yeah.
So for sure, I think that a lot of change has happened. And in the first 2 issues, I think a lot that has to do with a lot of these articles that have been, as we call it, outsourcing people who aren't necessarily on staff, but we're reaching out to be like, hey, you're a great writer, you have great thoughts, like, you should write a thing for us.
Totally. No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, didn't you guys change, or wasn't there a change from like the opinions section, or was it opinions?
Yeah, we
Yes,
rebranded it.
opinions.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's now
Oh,
commentary.
comma, opinions. Yes.
Yeah, now it's
Opinions to commentary. I would say commentary is the harsher of the two words. Would you agree?
Ooh, okay.
I don't
take it.
know.
Yeah. All right.
No?
I mean,
Not harsher, but like more, less silly.
It sounds like you're sitting behind a desk as opposed to like outside of the
That's our
scope.
only goal, is to see
Yeah.
like we're sitting behind desks. and
Great.
make it. But, I mean, yeah, I think that it comes with more of like not just a name change, but a rebranding of what that section is.
Totally.
And not just like a bad habits part 2.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I would definitely was seeing opinions before, was it was basically the same thing as bad habits.
Right.
Because people had a thought, the thought was probably racist, or maybe, the thought was the punchline was predicated on something classist or sexist or racist or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was your opinion. So,
Word.
it's not just name change, it's definitely a rebranding, seeing commentary as like, a comment on something real.
Do you think overall the Grape has been sort of rebranded? I mean, is it in the process of? Is it too soon to say?
I don't know. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
There's something weird that happens with, I think, most college organizations with that at the end of 4 years, like, it's up. It is a whole new iteration when people graduate, and so it's really hard to make lasting change, whatever
Right.
that looks like, because it's just not sustainable. Like, it just, like, leaves. Like, when we graduate, it's like, oh, cool, like, take it back to whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we have 7 episodes,
Yeah,
and
then
then
you-
it dies.
And then it's done. And then we're out.
That was purposeful.
But
Yeah.
they'll always be on YouTube, just
And
like
it's genius.
yeah.
It's great.
We'll have them forever. So where do you see comedy fitting now into the Grape?
Everyone's eternal question, right? Because everyone's like, the Grape's not funny anymore. Again,
Yeah.
it's like, well, what did
It's
you
so
think
funny.
was funny before,
I thought I wrote a pretty funny article for the last one.
You did.
It was about the word
This
fuckboy.
fuckboy over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was so honest, and it was speaking to your experience so well,
Maybe too well.
very, very well.
No, but I mean, at least like from my personal experience, you guys seemed very receptive to that, and like that is clearly like a pretty like silly article,
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to move away, like as Shelby's opened up with, it's about getting better content. It's not necessarily about being not funny or being political. It is, I want to see it as being political, but you certainly can be political while being funny.
Yeah.
And I also think it's like kind of weird to be like, oh, people want to talk about serious things, but they have no sense of humor. Like, are you saying that people of color don't have a sense of humor? I don't think so.
No, for sure.
So.
Fuck boys. I mean, I really think, yeah. I'll stop talking.
You want to do a part 2?
Read the article.
Yeah, no, you can do another
I'll do a
one.
follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's an article that I was thinking of doing, and I want to see where it fits into the new Grape.
All right.
So I've talked to a lot of people on campus that have really bad bowel movements on campus, and it sounds like a joke, but I think that's
No,
real.
but like,
What do you
what
mean by bad?
What do you mean by
bad?
bad bowel movement?
I've had consistently bad shit since the moment I walked on this campus, and will to the moment
What
I
is
leave.
that like?
CDS.
It's Steven Sims.
CDS. It's CDS. It's not co-ops. Co-ops are great, but CDS, I'm telling
See,
you.
I would think that a co-op
Yeah.
poop would be way lower on the rung than a CDS.
the fiber, Shelby.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm just curious about what a good poop is.
Yeah,
Good talk, good poop.
Should I say what? Yeah, okay. Clean.
That makes sense.
That's it. That's all it has to be.
All right.
So,
People are
going
having
back.
unclean poops. Is that what your
What?
your article's gonna
Yeah,
be on?
where's your article?
It's going to be about how CDS makes your poops bad. And I'm going to do some really investigative reporting about it. I'm going to interview campus and community members, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think that would be a feature.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a
Yeah,
feature,
that
not a
sounds like-
commentary.
no,
A feature.
A feature.
Not even a bad habits.
No,
a
A
feature.
feature.
Is a feature
It's a
important?
It's a feature.
Is that important? Did you just get
I
headlines?
think I just got the headline. Great. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for being on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, totally.
When's the next Grape coming out?
Yeah.
It was out on Friday.
Right, so it's not this Friday, but next?
Friday the 13th.
Okay.
A spooky grape
It's our second Friday the 13th.
of this
Whoa.
month. I know. That's crazy. No? I read that on Yik Yak today.
No. There's one 13th of each month.
Oh my God. That wasn't a joke. Okay. All right, I
well,
think
thanks
this
so
interview's
much, you
over.
guys. Here, I'll take
Thank you
that.
guys so much for coming on. Shelby, Lorman, and Tanya, Tran, everybody. Next is a video segment. There was a show that was on, I believe, TLC from 2000 to 2008 entitled Trading Spaces, in which for 1 week, roommates would switch rooms and then redecorate the other roommate's room. Now, we're not going to be doing redecorating in this video, but we are going to be doing some room switching between freshmen and seniors of Oberlin campus. So without further ado, here is Trading Spaces Oberlin.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this. So excited to go out. Yeah.
Oh, turn down service, sorry.
What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, hey, sorry. I have the wrong room.
Oh, no, it's cool.
no,
No, yeah.
Cool.
What's your name?
Hey, I'm Luke.
Nice to meet
you guys.
Callie.
Hi.
Natalie.
Hi.
I'm Gabe.
Hi.
Max.
Hey.
Hey, just pop in.
What are you guys doing?
We're just looking at-
Facebook photos.
Nice. Very cool.
Just checking out ourselves when we were way more awesome.
Yeah.
In middle school.
Hi, do you think you could turn that down, please? Are we gonna like go out?
One more. Can we do one
Yeah,
more?
yeah, wait.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
Wait,
There's
just
one
one
more.
in the corner.
We're gonna go.
Oh, yeah.
Back home, I was like the best squash player.
Really? Yeah.
Pedal
I
squash.
was gonna have to go to the chiropractor.
Oh, yeah.
Best
Yeah.
one in town, I hear.
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, they fly me out to Cleveland every time, you know, there's a little crick in the neck.
I believe it. I believe it.
Never have I ever.
Oh no. Baby. Me too. Catholic school. Nice.
Okay, seriously? I have a capstone to work on. That's a really long paper for seniors. Hello? Can you turn that down? Can you turn it off? Can you turn the whole thing off? Can you not be playing music while we're sharing the space?
We never went out. We just stayed here. And then we drank a lot and smoked a lot. And now they're all asleep and she's crying.
Ah!
Yo! Go back to con, freshman!
Shit, man, where are we gonna get alcohol?
I wish I had a fake.
So expensive.
Wait, guys, I'm 22.
Yeah! Here's a 40 for you. Yeah! And a 40 for you guys too. Let's get drunk. Yeah! That was Trading Spaces, everybody. Next, we have, of course, my favorite segment, which is obviously the prize wheel. I thought we fired you.
Oh, Corman, our PA, everyone.
Yep, there he is. Okay. So who wants to spin the wheel? Tiffany. So Tiffany, do you know how it works?
I don't, but I want to learn.
Oh wait, I gotta introduce the prizes first. So, put on this sweater. I'm got a sweater, and you're gonna put it on, and you're gonna get to keep it.
Okay.
Corporate merger. We're gonna enter a business agreement that is binding. Night on the town with Charlie Kaplowitz. Need I say more? A signed headshot of a celebrity. We recommend the fish. We're going to give you the fish of the day at market price. So you think you could take on your old man. Now, this isn't really one I'm too excited about. You get to punch me as hard as you want.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Hornblare. Again, not going to explain that. Just hope it lands on it. And it was all a dream, which is Maya is going to explain to Tiffany a dream she had last night. So, Tiffany, if you'll give the wheel a whirl.
All right, here we go.
Hard as you can. Now, this is a yellow Izod sweater by Izod. I think you could wear this at a tasteful Easter brunch, golfing with your business friends, or just around the house. So
Just around the house?
I'll take that if you want to put that on right now. Let's see how it looks. See how it looks. How does it feel?
It's pretty good.
It
I
feels
love
good. Thank you, Tiffany. And I will take this off the wheel because we do not have two sweaters. So who would like to spin next? You. Huh? Why did I answer that? What is your name?
Sydney.
Hi, I'm Luke. Nice to meet you. You know how it works now?
All right.
Okay. Let's give it a spin. Yeah. It's horn flare! All right, thank you so much for coming on the show. Yes, horn flare has been ended. That was Jake Abramson, the beer taster from before, playing a tasteful A flat note from his saxophone. We're gonna have one more tonight. Let's go with you over there. Hello, Chelsea, I know you.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Hi, that's Chelsea. Chelsea, you know how it works, give it a spin. Now Maya's going to explain to you a dream she had.
Okay, so recently I had a dream that I had an assortment of baked goods laid out in front of me, and I had my choice of any of them. They all looked delicious. And I chose something that I called clementine pie, which was just a huge pancake filled with clementines.
Sounds great.
Thank you, everybody. That is the wheel for tonight. Chelsea, thank you so much for playing. There'll be more next other week. Corbin, if you want to come and get the wheel off. Yeah. And while he's doing that, I would like to invite Good Talk's own Taylor Greenthal to the stage. Here to talk about... Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Here to talk about her upcoming show she's directing, I'm Alive, You Bastards, and I always will be, this weekend in the Little Theater.
Woo! Can you hear me? No?
Hello?
Check.
Check.
I'm
Check.
fine.
Check.
Yeah, we're good. I'll sit down.
Closer.
So this is a show that you actually know the creator of, the playwright.
Yep.
Would you like to say more?
Sure. This show was written by Roxy Perkins, who will be here this weekend, which is very exciting. She's a friend of mine. I've worked with her since high school at a theater back in Berkeley, and I've always been a big fan of her work, to say the least. Her writing is it's fast-paced, it's contemporary, it scares me a lot, which is why I love it. And there's really nothing.
How does it scare you?
It's scary.
It's scary.
Yeah,
It's scary stuff.
There are a lot of monsters, but not the kind of monsters you would think, kind of the monsters that we all know deep within, but maybe have never put a face to, that we finally get a face for, and that's why I like her work, or one of the reasons. Yeah.
Cool. So, do you see it as, because that's like a pretty rare opportunity for a director to be like in contact with the person who created the show.
I guess so. I think it is mostly because, well, a lot of people like the old work. They like the things that have been done, and they have a connection to that literature, and that's a certain type of theater that a lot of people like to do, especially here. I think that there are so many great new plays that are written all the time, or definitely at Oberlin too, and I think those plays deserve to be done also, and explored, and learned from. So I think there could be more opportunities for director-playwright collaboration, but I don't think.
Have you been in contact with her? Since you've been working? Yeah.
I have.
Yes.
So this play has been done twice before. She directed it both times, once at UCLA and once at Cal Arts. So it's the Ohio premiere. And it's gone through many iterations since then. The first production was when she was a senior, I think that was in 2012. And working with, she's had the opportunity to meet the cast via Skype, and I've been able to workshop with them and her on making the piece hopefully stronger and better suited for the people that we're working with and the environment that we have.
Totally.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I mean, like, it's kind of like there's a devised element then. I mean, in the terms of, like, it's sort of, like, would you say this production is going to be, like, different? I mean, it's clearly going to be different, but, like, radically different than previous productions done?
I've actually never seen it before, and she has been really supportive of this being my production, so hasn't given me too much information about the past productions, which I'm grateful for. I get to come to it with a totally new perspective, and really feel like it belongs to the team that I'm working with now.
Yeah. So I was told there's a lot of swearing in it.
Yeah.
Could you comment on that?
No. On the show? Yeah, there's a lot of swearing. There's some adult language, but I think it's used.
Like
I don't know,
fuck.
we're all adult.
Is
Yeah.
that a word? And damn.
I mean, the word bastards is in the title, so
That's true.
That gives
That's
you
true.
A little insight into that.
And poop.
But I think it's needed. I don't know. Oh, there is poop.
There is poop.
It's yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot.
Okay.
Not too much.
That's the theme of the
Just
show
enough.
this week, I think.
Yeah.
Which is horrible.
What do you want me to say about the swearing? It makes it exciting.
Yeah.
Right? Young people love
It gets
that.
gets your blood
I got
going.
really excited.
Everybody loves swearing.
Yeah.
I would say.
So what's it about? Like, what's the plot?
The play is about two girls growing up in the desert, and they find a dead dog, and things happen. That's all I'm gonna say.
Purposely vague. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, that's the first thing that happens. So.
And many more things after.
And then the rest of the
Yes.
play happens. Yeah.
Good. So we actually, the writing team has come up with a series of plays of their invention, and it's sort of a game type format that we like to call "Would You Direct That?" So they're going to come up here one by one, kind of give their pitch to you, and just tell us, would you direct it?
Yeah, and you're directing a play written by your friend.
Yeah.
These are your friends. They've written plays. They want you to direct them. Will you direct them?
And if you don't,
I understand it, yeah.
I mean,
This is simple.
so first we've got Will Banfield coming. We've got Charlie Kaplowitz coming to the stage.
No one want to date with me. Another weekend alone, I see.
Next week, Charlie, next week.
You say that every week.
We'll keep trying.
Man. Okay. Here we go. Katrina has just arrived at Queensborough School for Higher Learning. Dealing with the rigorous course load, the attentions of another classmate, Sergey, and the memories of the rough but sweet life of home, Katrina must figure out for herself what constitutes a better life. These questions are only amplified when a well-publicized scandal hits the school, causing students and teachers alike to question the true nature of QSHL. Based on an ad prominently seen in the A, B, C, and D lines of the New York City subway, Taylor Greenthal presents Learn English Today, Find Love Tomorrow.
Beautiful.
So it takes place on a subway?
No, it's based on a subway ad. It's a subtle but very
it's a true
important
story
difference.
of an ad that's seen on
I
the subway.
see.
Inspiration
Well, I like
comes,
the inspiration.
Yeah, it comes from all
that's
places.
beautiful.
So the question is,
Would I direct it? Would you be Sergey?
I could.
I could.
you could, she could, everybody. There's Will.
Back again. So Taylor, I've been going through kind of an experimental phase, so This might be a little
Again,
weird. Again. Lights up. Stage left, an abandoned shoe. Stage right, a cornfield being tended by a clown. Strobe lights flash. The shoe spins. It falls. Dead. Strobe lights stop. The clown laughs as snowflakes made of pure gold rise from the floor to the ceiling. A hose sprays the audience. A horse neighs in the distance. The clown now also falls dead and is dragged off stage by a young Mitt Romney. This moment is when the audience understands the clown. A baby is born live on stage while a 13-year-old attempts to learn Stairway to Heaven on guitar. Curtains down, then back up again. Owen Wilson explains the plot to the TV show Lost. The orchestra plays a concert F to remind all of us of the guilt on our consciences because the shoe falls dead again. That's end. Taylor Greenthal presents Crop Top.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'll
no
yeah.
more needs to be said. Just a simple yeah. All right, that's one I could and one yeah. That's pretty good.
It's new. It's
Next.
fresh.
Different.
Next is
Oh. Our corpsman, our PA corpsman, everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna adjust the stand here because this is kind of my thing, you know. Okay. Well, this is good.
Can you get on with it?
Yeah. Okay. Lights up on a typical cave home. Our protagonist, Corbin, stands at the sink washing his plate. His cup is drying. By day, he is a competent PA. By night, a very sad collector of licensed items. The phone rings off the hook. It is the Hollywood studio executive who received his erotic film script. Eager Flesh was a smash hit on the boardroom. The limo is waiting outside, and then, okay, this part got all smudged. Let's just say it's from tears. Okay. Corbin's has the 20-minute freestyle on the side of the highway, culminating in him being handed the Hollywood amulet.
Is that it?
I mean, is that...
I think it's enough.
Okay. Yeah, Taylor Greenthal presents A Competent Man.
Taylor, I have one question for you. What do you think a typical cave home is?
My greatest exposure to cave homes probably comes from the Flintstones, so I imagine there's like a little dinosaur bird that tells you what time it is, and some stone, no?
It's looking like a no. So let's move to the second question, and perhaps the most important one. Would you direct that?
You know, I gotta be honest. I think it's better suited for the screen, maybe. So.
That's a no. Now get off. It's just how it is. I don't like him. I don't know what else to say.
Thanks. Two young girls growing up in the desert stumble upon a dead dog.
You're just doing the plot of the show.
I'm in it.
Don't humor her. Don't say anything. Okay.
I would direct that one.
You would direct that one. Thank you, everybody. Taylor Greenthal. Thank you so much. Yep. Go see her show Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the Little Theater. I believe there are nighttime performances and day ones, so either will work. Before we get on our talent section of the night, I'd just like to do thank yous now. Thank you again, everybody, so much for coming. Again, amazing turnout. Really cannot be happier about that. I want to, of course, thank the SCO for letting us do this. Please, please, please buy more beer. Tip your bartenders. They're really nice, as they were last week. Maybe even nicer this time. I'd like to thank, of course, the team, our writing staff, our camera crew, Maya Alani, Harley Foos, Addie Baum. They have been great. Taylor Ofka up in the booth. There's two Taylors. And thank you guys all so much for coming. And Joey McGee, of course, the infamous Joey McGee. So we would just like to invite Megan Orticelli to the stage. She will be singing a song. Check out her recital if you like what you see. 2 days in Kulas.
Hello. How is everybody tonight? This is talent. Okay. Oh, listen, sister, I love my Mr. Man, and I can't tell you why. There ain't no reason why I should love that man. It must be something that the angels don't plan. The chimney's smoking, the roof is leaking in, but he don't seem to care. He can be happy with just a sip of gin. My evil loves him when his kisses got gin. Fish gonna swim, birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow, tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. Can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. But when he comes back, the day's fine, the sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. Can't help loving that man of Oh, when he goes away.
DJ set by DJ Tay and half of DJ Bridgen Tunnel. Yeah! So, stick around for that. Bye here, hang out. We'll be here till 1. Thanks for coming, everybody.